From dreams born in solo queue to dominating an entire region, this is the story of Asteris, India's number one League of Legends team, a squad rewriting what it means to be champions. Today, they open up like never before. Their beginnings, their struggles, their dreams for the future. This is Inside Asterisk.
Hello, Red. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you, Bazin?
I'm good. I'm good. Let's get right into it.
Sure.
What was your first reaction when you got the call up to Asterix or when you were offered to Asterix?
When I was offered to Asterisk?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I was pretty excited because previously, I think the last time a team had wanted to sponsor a team in the league scene was like a couple of years ago, actually. And I joined the scene after that team finished its operations in India. So this is like the first time a really good one wanted to enter the scene and try to sponsor somebody. So yeah, I was pretty excited.
It was a whole lot of excitement and sort of like I did this because I think this is the first time that I'm getting signed on to any particular roster. And when I started playing League, there were all these organizations back then, but they were very casual. They were small scale or mostly like people run. And I was always in awe of the people who had joined these organizations. And they were sort of contracted players. They all had the same name, the prefix at the front. And I think there was a great sense of bonding, which is why when we got to find out that Asteris is going to be signing us, and we all put AST in front of our names, and when we fight in tournaments, it's just a whole different feel, and it feels like my competitive gaming has gone one level up from just playing with friends to actually playing for an organization. So it felt really nice.
That's nice. That's nice.
I mean, it was my first time, going into an organization with the boys. So I was really excited. I'm still really happy about it. The excitement is still there of being the first team from India to join a League of Legends org, and I hope that it stays for as long as I'm in Asterisk.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, so it was my first time to play in an organization like Asterix. So I was very happy to play in an organization like Asterix. Yeah.
It was a exciting offer because I saw this as an opportunity to grow further as this was my side hobby, but now I was given an opportunity to go full time, so I took it very happily.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. How has your life changed since becoming part of the number one team in South Asia?
It's been good. We don't have to register for tournaments ourselves now. We have a manager who takes care of things for us, and in all, the boys are practicing well. We're playing well. We're playing more together. So life has been good considering, tournaments and everything.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
So I mean, it's mostly the same, right? So we already have discipline setups which helped us reach the top, and being the best team is just a title, and if you let that title get to you, you only get complacent and you don't try to improve further than that. So I feel like nothing much has changed. It's just me following my routine and keeping myself disciplined. Yeah.
It's definitely it's been a sort of a major accomplishment because there are those players who you might say are born with talent, and then there's some people, as the saying goes, practice makes perfect, and you just give dedication and hard work to get yourself up there. And I mean, for the first 5-6 years when I started playing, I was nowhere close to the best. And in fact, I looked up to a lot of those players from that time, at that time, players who retired by now. And I think when I became part of the number one team in South Asia, it was just like a sense of achievement that what I set out to do, I've been playing this game for almost 12 years now. And
Oh, wow.
I started playing it when I was, I think, 13. So there's also like a little child in me who always wanted, maybe someday I can be at that level. And I think that accomplishment, it was very soulful. And I just felt it sort of felt like satisfying your inner child because something you always dreamed of as a kid, and like you always looked up to these people, and now you're the person that people look up to. So it was very enriching. So to say.
That's nice.
So basically, I played in a team in my country. So and Aksaj and me met in a tournament in SA, and Aksaj asked me to join to his team because I'm good. So it was and yeah, anyways they are winning. Anyways they are winning team. So and I'm also happy to join to their team. So yeah.
Next question is, what did your friends or family say when you told them that you were the number one or you wanted to go pro in League of Legends?
I mean, I have been to Asian Games in 2023, so all my friends were really, hyped and excited about it. They've always believed in me, and my family has also believed in me because of that. So they're just looking forward to, what I can bring to the table as a player, as a career, and even I am looking forward to that as well. I want to be the best player there is to come out from India.
That sounds amazing.
My friends, they always supported me, but my family, they were a bit skeptical, right? Because gaming still is in a really, a gray area, and it's not that widely accepted, right? So they were skeptical. They wanted me to focus on my studies more, and when they found out that I could juggle both my studies and the gaming at the same time, they pretty much okay with it. So yeah, and when they found out when I was in the number one team, they're pretty happy, I guess. Yeah.
Were there any reactions when you went to the Southeast Asian Games?
Asian Games.
I think
yeah.
you had the Asian Games, yeah.
I mean, they were pretty excited. Like before they would be like a little bit scared, I'd say, to like not introduce, but like like tell other relatives like, oh, he's a gamer. He plays tournaments, but after we went to such a reputed event, all they could do was like brag about it. So like they were pretty happy. They're still pretty happy. So yeah.
That's good to hear, man.
Yeah.
So I think in the beginning they were extremely skeptical, and I remember I had once also gone to my ancestral home, and I was having an argument with an uncle of mine, and as proof I had to literally pull up Faker and Bjergsen. I had to pull up Faker Tower, I had to pull up Bjergsen's salary, and then I showed him these things. And then I think their attitude has always been very similar, is like they don't really, everyone is sort of like, in India at least, it's like everyone wants to be a cricketer, right? Going by that example.
Mhm.
And then everyone thinks like, oh, you want to be a cricketer, or everyone wants to be a cricketer, but are you good enough to be a cricketer? And I guess people just dismiss you or take you for granted. But I think when I went for the Asian Games especially, that was when people in my family really started to take notice, and they realized like this was not just a pastime hobby or just something that he was doing casually. But when he says he's good at it and he can actually do it, he can actually go pro, he really means it. And most parents have that fear that if everyone wants to go pro, the numbers at the top, like there's not that many positions.
Yep.
But then I think as we proved ourselves as being the number one team in South Asia, eventually over time, like my friends, like my family were extremely understanding and supportive. And my friends since the beginning have been very supportive. They've been like, oh, you go for it, you can do it. Ever since I hit the high ranks, when I get Master, Grandmaster, Challenger, they've always been there. We've been gaming together for a long time. Not just my league friends, my other friends also who play games with me. And so, yeah, this is good.
That's nice.
I mean, actually, they don't like gaming. So, yeah. I mean, it's not like not supportive. I mean, they don't like gaming. That's all. They are not telling me to don't play. I like that.
My family said that I should continue my degree and get a proper job, but they were supportive of me doing this on the side while continuing my engineering degree.
So that verdict still stays?
Yes.
Alright, got it. When did you first realize that you had the potential to go pro?
I never, realized it. How do I put this? When I first started the game, it was mostly for shits and giggles, right? So there's a thing called one to king, right? So you only play that champ and not any other champ. But I became the best at that champ eventually, and I started outranking other people in the scene, and that's when the hate started coming in, right? So at that point, I was not pretty much serious, I was just like playing for fun, and playing tournament also for fun, the other tournaments. And when they said that, oh, he's just a one trick, he can't play other champs, that's when something started changing in me, and I just wanted to prove everybody wrong. And somewhere in the middle, that just left me. It just felt like I was like playing for them, and I started having fun again. But then this time, the fun was different for me. It was the fun was winning, and that's when I knew that I'm actually ready for competitive, because that's where the fun is, because winning.
Yep. Right. Good answer.
Honestly, I think I realized it during COVID, because before COVID, I was a student in university, and I didn't have that much time to play. So I would just play on the weekends. I would play with my friends. I would play on the weekends because the network over there was really bad. So when I came back to my home, I was staying in a hostel within Delhi itself, and I would play on the weekends, and I would come back home. And at that time, I was somewhere in the middle ranks, and I was happy because I play with friends. And at least League is one of the kind of games that even if you have just a couple of people playing together, it's extremely fun. But I think during COVID, when I was stuck at home and I was like, I had nothing to do, so might as well give my all to this. I fulfill the childhood dream. I think I started playing, and I actually focused on improvement rather than just playing games and having fun. I started reviewing my games, looking at my mistakes, looking at other challengers play, YouTube guides. And when I started doing that, I realized I was improving at a very rapid pace. And I think in that era, it felt like a whole new side of the game opened up, which I had never really paid attention to. Concepts and macro, which existed, but I was never even aware of them. And I think that's when I really realized, like, I'm learning at such a rapid pace. At that time we never really knew, but I was like, okay, I have some amount of time with me. And I think if I really try hard, I think I might be able to get there. And obviously the upcoming Asian Games was one of the biggest motivations also, because I really wanted to go. And I was like, if I want to go, I have to be the best. So all of these things combined, it also was sort of a right place, right time. But I think, I distinctly remember the first few months of that lockdown. My whole mindset on League changed, and I think that's when I first realized I have the potential to go pros.
That's nice.
What's one lesson Asterisk has taught you that goes beyond gaming?
One lesson that Asterisk has, as an org, has taught me is to stay like a family. Me, the boys, Chiru, our managers, everyone stays like a family together. We do weekly, draw my things, community matches and all. It's a really fun experience being at Asterisk, and I look forward to it every week.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Beyond gaming, I'd say that the Asterisk family has been really loving for the most part. It doesn't feel like we we have to answer to somebody. I mean, that's obviously there, right? We have our responsibilities, we have to prove ourselves, but it feels like we're all like a family coming together to work towards that one purpose of making it big, making esports big in India. And I think that's the greatest value I've learned. It's cooperation and coordination.
All right.
So I have two potential answers, but I'm having difficulty choosing which one. I'll just say two things then that Asteris has taught me that go beyond. The first is that talent only takes you so far, and talent and hard work. And after some time, I think the moment you join an organization, the organizational structure itself really enhances your team performance, right? Like if it's just a group of 5, 6 friends banding together, playing together, versus you being signed up for any particular team and organization, and then you have dedicated coaching sessions, reviews, scrims, etc., etc. I think it really just goes to show is like when you get some order and structure into your life in any aspect of it, right, is you are able to reap dividends much more than if you're just sort of playing together casually with your friends. The second thing that also came into my mind was along the lines of sort of camaraderie. Is that maybe it's because the first time I joined an organization, got signed contract as a League of Legends player. I think it sort of showed like it felt like now you're in a brotherhood. And although I've been playing with these people, Infi, Akshaj, for more than almost 3, 4 years now, I know them in the community, we've been playing together. But I think it really showed like being a part of a team, part of something greater, really solidifies those bonds. And I never thought like my friendship could get deeper, but then I think after joining Asterisk, it really did. So it sort of just goes to show that there are these kind of things like if you and certain people you go through something together, you all join something that you're a part of or something greater than yourself, then yeah, it's like the sum of the parts can be greater than the whole, as the saying goes.
What's your favorite memory with the team so far? You know, either in game or IRL.
This actually goes a little bit before when we first started joining Asteris, when we were in the talks of joining Asterisk. So when we went for the Asian Games, this was actually for the regional event, right? Not the main event. The main event happened in China, where the regional event happened in Macau. So, we were pretty nervous facing against the other countries, right? We were against Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan. So the first night, and the first day before we had to face them, we were like preparing all night. Like we were very tense. We barely got enough sleep. And once we realized how easy the competition was, we just spent every other night drinking soju. And yeah, we still came first in the regionals. Yeah, that was pretty fucking fun, man. Like, yeah.
That's crazy.
I think there was this one time where we played League Pictionary, and we had some very questionable drawings because none of us were artists. But in terms of playing within tournaments, it felt like nothing really changed because the roster, we were used to play as friends earlier, now we just contracted. It did still feel better, however, because we're all signing up in the lobby with AST. So we have that thing, okay, it's Asterisk, yeah. But I think my favorite memory is that game of Pictionary, I remember. And Nero's modifier drawing. I can never forget that.
Alright.
My favorite memory with the team so far would be to win the last tournament. This is the first tournament we played as Asterisk. We did not drop a single match there. We won each and every single game we played, and one of them was actually I think 12,000 deficit goal comeback. So that felt really good, watching the stream back, everyone, each and every one of the boys, just checking out their insane plays we made to come back in that game from a very large deficit. That was probably the best moment for me.
Sounds good. It's nice. How do you handle pressure, or how do you handle bad days, especially when the expectations are, sky high?
I would say League teaches you this one value really good, because when you have to practice, right? If you can't practice with the team, you have to play solo queue, right? And you're matched with 9 other strangers, which have an equal contribution of how the game turns out to be. And when things don't go according to your favor, that really gets you angry and tilted and emotional. So learning how to overcome that feeling has been one of the factors which helped me improve my game by a lot. So that's helped me keep my anger issues, keep me in check. So I would say that's like the major factor.
Right.
I mean, I do have bad days as a jungler because like I have to be the backbone of the team. My role is you could say the helper of the other lanes. So like they rely on me quite a lot, and that is a huge pressure. But then again, everyone on my team is really good at the game. Each and every single lane we have the best in India playing their respective roles, so it makes life a lot easier for me, and I don't have to be stressed out a lot because like if I make a mistake, I just know that the boys have my back and my team has my back. So like it's never really a tough pressure situation for me. It's just more about the vibes of the team at the moment.
100%. I completely agree with you.
Honestly, I have a very toxic way of dealing with bad days. So if I have a bad day wherein I individually play bad, then let's say once whatever the match or anything is over, I have a habit that like I'll go into individual practice and I'll be like, okay, I played bad on this champion. I'm only gonna play this champion for like 5, 6, 10, 20 games until I feel like I've sort of gotten better or not making the same mistakes that I made before. But that's very toxic. So yeah, but yeah, that's what I do.
Right, alright, that's fair.
If you weren't a pro player, what do you think you'd be doing right now?
I mean, I would just be a computer science engineer, bro. The typical
Okay,
Indian
okay.
family thing.
Right.
I already am. I mean, I am doing both right now, so
Yeah, multitasking.
yeah.
I mean, I would just be having a 9 to 5 job, like
Any specifications?
I mean, I am interning in HR. Like I'd probably have like I mean, I'd probably be doing the same thing. Yeah, I'd probably be doing the same thing.
Right. Okay.
If I wasn't a pro player, honestly, I don't know, like, probably like just like some job or something on the side. And but I mean, I think if I wasn't a pro player, one thing I will say is that I would definitely play this game a lot more with my friends, and I would just do casual gaming with friends. I think one thing that I actually miss about League since before COVID was at that point I was at a level where I could actually play with friends, and it would be fun because I was at their level, or even if a little bit above their level. But I feel like now, once you reach the challenger rank or once you reach like the highest ranks in general, playing with friends who don't take the game competitively, but your real life friends, it can sometimes not just be difficult for them because they're facing the harder opponents, or it's going to be like you always have to carry them. So that sense of equality sort of missing. So I think honestly, if I was not a pro player, I think I would just play League and other games for fun. Because I think gaming has always been my passion and I always really enjoyed it. So yeah, I'd just be a casual gamer. I might end up streaming or something, I don't know.
Oh, that's so nice.
If you weren't a pro player, what do you think you'd be doing right now? I think you have already answered this.
Yeah, I did. Probably an engineer.
Alright. Engineer, yeah. Fair enough, yeah. What's something about you that your friends don't know, but they should know?
Something about me, my friends don't know.
Your fans don't know.
Fans. That I like music a lot. I really enjoy music. Like, music is what I do with most of my free time. Actually, it's not even League.
Okay. That's a good answer.
So, first of all, I have fans.
Yep. Yes, you guys.
Okay, my fans would probably know me as an AD carry player. But what they probably wouldn't know is that I used to be a top lane main until like season 8, season 9. And then I actually switched to AD carry as a secondary. And the only reason I did that was because in my friend circle, we already had a top lane main and he really wanted to play top lane. So I was like, I'll take the bullet, I'll shift, I'll learn a new role. And then somehow something just happened and I just like stuck with ADC, and then I just went to the Asian Games as an ADC, joined Asteris as an ADC. But I like to think I can still play top lane. My team might disagree with that. But yeah. Maybe someday I'll give RTO a run for this one.
RTO, you heard that, he's coming for you.
Something about me that the fans don't know. I mean, if you're just talking about the League India community, everyone thinks I'm a douchebag. I'm actually a really nice guy, guys. I'm not a douchebag. I'm really nice. You can ask the team. And yeah, that's about it. I don't know if there's anything else that the people should know about me.
Last but not least, what does representing Asterisk mean to you?
It means success. It means still being number one. I mean, for the most part, the value hasn't changed. When we were not with Asterisk, these have been our values, but now we actually answer to somebody. Before we just used to play for fun, but now our interest aligns with that of Asterisk. And what if, I mean, we just upped our responsibilities like at least 10x from before. So yeah, it's like being number one. I would say that's our main value.
That's a good value to have. Thank you so much, Red, and yeah, have a good day ahead.
Thank you, Basin. You too.
I think Asteris is an organization ever since the first conversation that we had. League of Legends in India has been a bit of a small scene, but it's up and coming. And I think what I really resonated with in Asterix was the fact that their vision for excellence. That they simply came and said that we want to foster a roster. Oh, that right. It should be the best, and we're gonna do whatever we can to support you guys to make sure that you are the best. But we don't want to just settle at South Asia. We don't want to just settle at a local tournament comes up, we win it. We want to go big. We want to go to the Pacific League, EWC. All doors are open. And I think that ambition, that vision, and that drive, I think that's one thing from Asterix that I really like about them. And yeah, like that's one thing which also drives us to be better players and also shows us, okay, that this is an organization which is not just looking out for their own gains, but also caring about their players, the growth of our personal brands, and wanting us to make it on the big stage.
Yep.
So that's one thing I like about the org a lot.
Completely, I do actually feel that Chiru is, somewhat. I completely agree with you.
Representing Asterisk is just a golden opportunity for us. This is the first org that has ever picked up a League of Legends roster in India. They're planning to grow a lot more. We are planning to grow a lot more with them as well. We plan to stick around for as long as we can, help the org grow, help ourselves grow. I just want to keep playing with the same team that we currently are. I love the boys, I love playing with them, and I hope Asterisk is a medium for us to stay together for the long run.
Nice, that's really good to hear.
Yeah.
And anything you'd like to say to the people watching this video?
You guys should just be prepared for the upcoming tournament. Asterisk is going to come first. There is no other option for us. We will be first. We will see you on the interview when we do come first.
Alright, thank you so much, Infi.
Yeah.
And have a good day.
These aren't just players, they're the reason Asterisk is at the top, and for supporting Indian esports. Thanks for watching. If you want more stories like this, you know what to do. Until next time, stay sharp, stay grounded.